Please stand by. Do not adjust your set. This station is part of the emergency broadcast system. Stand by to receive a broadcast from Unicorn Jack. Repeat, stand by.
UJ News Special Report, the 2024 UK election. Why are the polls so bad for the Conservatives? Good evening, folks. Welcome to UJ News, your go-to source for all things wildly unbelievable, and yet, somehow, utterly true. Today, we're diving into the baffling mystery of why the Conservative Party is tanking in the polls for the 2024 election. I mean, they've only been running the country for 14 years. How bad could it be? Let's start with the highlights, shall we? 1. PPE Procurement Masterclass. Who can forget the millions lost in PPE contracts? It was like watching a bad magic trick. Money went in and poof, no PPE came out. But hey, their mates had a great year. 2. Excel as a national database. Ah yes, the revolutionary idea of using Excel to manage a national database. Because why invest in secure, scalable technology when you can use the same software that manages Auntie Sue's Christmas card list? 3. Scandal Bingo. Let's not forget the never-ending stream of scandals. At this point, it's almost like a fun game of what will they mess up next. Corruption? Check. Affairs? Check. Expenses, fiddles? Check. 4. Economic roller coaster. They say the economy goes up and down, but under the Conservatives, it felt more like one of those old wooden roller coasters. Terrifying, unstable, and likely to make you sick. 5. Public service desert. Schools? Hospitals? Infrastructure? Investing in these is so last century. Who needs a functioning NHS when you can have more austerity? It builds character, right? 6. Polluted rivers. And a special shout out to the water companies. Thanks to relaxed regulations, our rivers are now so full of waste, you might think it's part of the UK's renewable energy strategy. Ah, the sweet smell of progress. So what are the Conservatives promising now? They've got a plan, they say. A plan to fix everything. Trust them, they say. But let's face it, after 14 years of looking after their mates, crashing the economy, and scandal after scandal, no one's buying it. Hell, they could offer me a night with Stormy Daniels, and I still wouldn't vote for them. According to recent polls, the Conservatives have reached new lows. One survey found that 75% of respondents wouldn't trust them to run a lemonade stand, let alone a country. Another poll revealed that 80% of people believe the only thing more toxic than UK rivers is the Conservative Party's credibility. And let's not forget the latest promise, a plan to save the NHS by privatizing it. Because what the NHS really needs is to be more like the American healthcare system, expensive, inefficient, and inaccessible. In summary, no matter what the Conservatives promise, the British public seems to have finally had enough. After 14 years of broken promises, mismanagement, and downright lunacy, they're looking for change. So as we head to the polls in 2024, remember this. Promises are easy, but trust is earned. And the Conservatives have spent the last decade showing us just how little they value ours. Thank you for joining us on UJ News. Stay tuned for more updates on the election that could finally turn the tide, or at least clean up our rivers.